How's it going, YouTube? Logan here from J5 Studios. Today I am in Rio Grande, Ohio, checking out a staple location, restaurant a lot of people have been to, especially if you live in the Midwest. We're at the original location of Bob Evans Farms. Let's check this out. Alright, so full disclosure, I don't really know a ton about the site location for this. Here's your sign. Looks like they've got something called a farm festival, October 9th, 10th, and 11th. And they're wishing America a happy birthday. Here's some of the locations. And I think they have an actual restaurant here too. But yeah, this was the location of the Bob Evans Farm. So we're going to kind of walk around, take in some of the sights. I see a farmhouse here, and I see some old looking cabins over there. So I assume you can walk over there and look at that stuff. And then, like I said, there is a Bob Evans Famous Kitchen, and I think it's an actual restaurant. Or a museum of some sort. I see a historical marker, and I see an old looking house right there. I wonder if that's Bob's house. Old Robert Evans. Might be his homestead. I think he's probably dead. I don't know. Is Bob Evans dead? I would assume he's dead. Yeah, this is a legit restaurant. Carry out, things like that. Yeah, he's dead. We're gonna figure that out right now. you guys will see that in a second. Here it is. Man, this looks brand freaking new. Or they just take good care of it. I'm not sure. There it is. Robert L. Bob Evans. Born in 1918, Sugar Ridge, Ohio. Married Joelle Waters in 1940. Took his first steps when it would become Bob Evans Farm Incorporated, where he opened a 12-seat diner in Gallipolis. Purchased, served diner, created his own recipe before long. Bob Evans selling his sausage to grocery stores and meat markets. Continue on the other side. Okay, so this is not the original restaurant location. This is just their farm. Huh. So that's interesting. And you can tell we're out in the middle of freaking nowhere. Felt like we were out in the middle of nowhere too. Event barn. This barn dates earliest 20th century and was once a dairy and sheep barn used by the students of Rio Grande College to raise livestock and crops in return for tuition. And then Bob purchased it, and he also used this barn to house dairy, cattle, and sheep. Today, barn is not used for farm. It is not only used for farm events, but it makes a great rental site for meetings. So you can rent out this barn if you want, and you can throw a bar mitzvah if you want to, or whatever. I don't think we can see anything in there. There's a door, and it's definitely locked. Yep, 100% locked. So, nothing there. It's just the event barn. All right, what's up here? There's another historical marker. It says the homestead. So I would imagine this is the Bob Evans home. Here's a sign that says the homestead is open during the farm festival. So that farm festival must be quite the shindig. We can walk up to the porch though, and you can see built in 1820, National Register 1987. And maybe we can get a peek inside. You can see the stairwell. And I guess if you come here during the farm festival, you can see inside. There it is. I already did the noise, I'm not doing it again. Just for posterity, get a picture in front of the homestead here. Fix my hair for frick's sake. Thumbnail. Ohio historical marker, the Homestead. The Homestead was built in 1820. I think we read that up there. Homestead remained in the Wood family for over 100 years. And then it's got to say something about Bob buying it. Yeah, there you go. Bob bought it in 1953 and started slaughtering pigs. Okay, anyway, sorry. I had to say something. So here we go. Let's walk this way because I think this is the site of the original Bob Evans barn. And I feel like I've seen this in a picture. Like this right here, this shot. I feel like I've seen this hung up in a Bob Evans restaurant before. But there it is. That is the barn. Appropriately marked Bob Evans. Take it in. I feel like I should have took a picture in front of that. That should have been the thumbnail. It's alright. So I guess we're going for a hike. There's a little veteran memorial down there. You can see. Is it called a hike if you don't like go up elevation? What considers it to be a hike? Because I'm kind of just walking. There's an old like windmill over there too. I don't know if you guys can see that. I think that's called a windmill, right? See it way over there? Way the frick over there. Hopefully you guys can see that. There's another Bob Evans farm. I wonder if during that farm fest it must just be freaking lit. Like absolutely lit. Leave a comment down below if you've ever been to the Farm Fest. Don't worry, I'll remind you again at the end of the video to leave a comment. It's hot out, guys. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's a scorcher. But that's a lot better than being out here. Dude, if it was like -5 degrees, I probably wouldn't even be out right now. I wouldn't even be doing this. How about this? Here's some interesting information. Bob Evans Shorgrum. Half the fun is hearing me pronounce crap on this channel. Shorgrum Mill. So that's what this is. Oh, it looks like you can buy some of that crap. Well, there's not any right now. You can't buy it right now, but there's some information on it. They're not obviously not doing anything right now with this. Okay, let's get over these cabins. You guys want to talk about anything? What do you guys want to talk about? Huh. Let's think here. Let's think of something to talk about. This kind of sparked my interest. Mailboxes. Bob Evans mailbox right there. You guys ever seen a super unique mailbox before? What's the difference between a hill and a mountain? I mean, it's technically a hill, but it's pretty tall. Welcome to the Adamsville Log Cabin Village right here. That's where we're heading. It was the first settled along Raccoon Creek in the 1800s. Revolutionary War veteran. All right, so these are old. These are old. Looks like they had some flooding problems in '97. This is pretty neat. Usually you see like fish mailboxes, something like that. Sports team, you'll see like helmets, like the Browns and Bengals. I've seen those before. I've even seen like sometimes cars, stuff like that. Farm animals, that's probably a pretty common thing to see. Check out these cabins. Looks like you can maybe walk inside them. They do have some stuff fenced off. There's another historical marker. Wow, you got 3 historical markers in one video. I said village. I think I was reading something that said village, or I don't know. Anyways, look at this. This is a 1-room schoolhouse. Wow, this is scary. Holy crap. I don't know why I got scared. Hey, Abraham Lincoln. Right there. That's the president that, freed the slaves. Oh, man, I was totally going to go upstairs. Darn. This is pretty nice. There's no one back here. This is real nice. We'll get to it. Just calm down. What's this? Is it unlocked? It is. Alright, so they put some fences and stuff up so you can't like mess with things. Somebody left a baby in here. Oh wait, never mind. That's not real. This is pretty cool. Fireplace. There's waspers. I'm out of here. I ain't putting up with no waspers. The village of Adamsville. I'm tired of reading, so you guys can read it if you want. It's an old village. I think I kind of read everything on the way in. There's the back side. You can read that too. There was a flood. They moved it because of flooding. There's that schoolhouse. There's another view of it. I'm scared I'm going to get stung by a wasper now. Because there was a lot of waspers in there. Look at this place. Make some quilts. Here's a little sewing machine. There's more freaking waspers. Dude, there's a wasper right there flying around. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Right there. You guys see that? You guys see how he landed right there? I'm not scared of him. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood to get stung. There's a thing to make quilts. All right. Freaking. Oh no, he's on the freaking door. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? What do I do? Dude, and they're on the window too. Did he move? Is he off the door? Okay. Woo! Hey! Freaking! Frick! Phillips Pioneer Home. Let's get on track. Oh, somebody littered. Don't freaking litter. You stupid. I'm gonna pick that up on the way back. More waspers. Oh my gosh, I just got scared. I got jump scared. For frick's sake. What are you doing in here, dude? What are you doing? Dude, that got me. Hey, your food's looking a little rough, dude. You know there's waspers? You gotta buy some freaking wasp spray, dude. You also might want to invest in some air conditioning. It's a little toasty in here. Is that Bob? No, I don't think that's him. Bob didn't live in these buildings. They just moved the crap here because it was flooding. So they said, you know what? Let's put it on this hill. So they did. It's on a hill, not a mountain. Still don't know what the difference is. Oh my gosh, another jump scare. What's this jabroni doing in here? What are you doing? What's going on over here? Oh, you're making stuff. No, yeah, dude. Waspers everywhere. Look at this guy. He's a cashier. He might be making stuff too. They're probably making him do 2 jobs. They probably recently fired somebody and they said, hey man, can you do the extra work? So now he's doing 2 people's work. He goes home and complains to his wife about it all the time. Yeah, I bet you that's what's going on. I get it, man. I get it. Look, no one wants to do 2 people's jobs, all right? You signed up to be a cashier. You didn't sign up to be anything else. And now here you are making freaking sausage, making freaking bread, whatever it is they're making you do. And I'm sorry, all right? I'm sorry. I hope things get better for you. I really do. Have a good one, man. Take care. Okay. That's going to do it here with the village of Adamsville. Do you guys like when I have like a continual video like this and I don't show myself? Should I show myself talking? Hang on. I usually don't show you guys because I'm sweating bullets or I'm freezing my butt off. But we can talk face to camera if you want to. But yeah, sometimes I just like let the camera roll, let you listen to the sights and sounds. Like right now you just hear me walking in gravel and me talking, but if I stop, you can hear Ohio. Are you ready? Let me get up to this pavement and then I'll stop. If somebody was to say, Logan, what's Ohio look like? I've never been to Ohio. I've never even thought about going to Ohio, but I'm so curious, what's Ohio like? Well, here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Ohio. That's it. And we got like a couple cities. But I'd say 80% of the state looks like this. Sometimes there's corn, sometimes there's soybeans, sometimes there's what other other crops they make here. But that's what it looks like right there. That's it. What about like birds? Maybe they make like birds into mailboxes? Something like that. They could also make it like a tree, like opening up. That'd be kind of cool. They could do something like that with a mailbox. Here's another view of that barn. Also, there's a bicentennial barn right there. There was a bicentennial barn in every county. I think there's 88 counties, something like that in Ohio. And there was a bicentennial barn in every single one. I don't know if there still is. I think a lot of them have been torn down, unfortunately. I mean, it's been 13 years since they did that. Wow, it's been 23 years since they've done that. Wow, time flies. I feel like 2003 was just a couple years ago. What's this? Look, see? You guys don't have to read this sign. I told y'all about it. Bicentennial Barn. See? Told you. There's that barn again. I'm gonna do it. Right there. One of those work. Oh, crap. Alright, well, I didn't see a museum or anything, but maybe there's something inside the restaurant. I guess we can go look. I swear it said Bob Evans Museum. Maybe they got stuff inside. Let's go look. I'm going to cut this video now. and I'll go check it out. Upon doing some research, it does look like there is a little museum inside. So we're gonna walk in here and see how far I can get before they ask me if I want something to eat. And I don't want anything to eat. I don't have any vegan options here. I just want to see the... Oh shoot, there's Amish. Okay. Well, I thought there would be a museum in here, but I don't see it. Looks just like a restaurant to me. Pardon me. Okay, interesting. No museum, just a restaurant. Hey, look, there's that barn. Told you. Okay, so update. The museum and stuff is actually inside of the house, which is unfortunately closed. But that's where they have a lot of the museum and interesting stuff. Yes, that is literally just the restaurant. So that's kind of a bummer. But we did get to see all this other cool stuff, and we did get to see the barn. That's in like the pictures and stuff when you go to Bob Evans. And I showed proof that's on pictures in Bob Evans, as you saw. So all that, pretty cool. Yeah, I never eat at Bob Evans. They don't have a freaking vegan option anywhere, I don't think. Maybe like a potato or something. But, you know, they're definitely not a vegan-friendly restaurant. However, before I was vegan, I ate there a lot, especially with like Tackett's family. And this is Americana history, so I felt like I needed to show this. It's pretty close to where I live. It's a little bit of Ohio history as well, and that's why we did it. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below if you have a cool mailbox. Tell me all about it. Like, subscribe, all that bull crap. Until next time.